The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that one doinks off the right upright. No good. And this will stay a scoreless game. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Ingram. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's a run with Ingram. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Kayvon Thibodeaux with the stop. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Ingram.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Ready? Set, go.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's McCarthy. They'll set up the screen to Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Back at 60. 60 back.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run. It's Ingram. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 30 yards.
Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Back to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Let's go now.
Quick throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd down, 3 to go. They send Ridley in motion. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. Drive will start on the ground, and his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll check this down to the running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Go!
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this.
On the jump.
Second down and 8.
Set up.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Here's a run. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Moving the tight end right. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brown. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
They gained 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. He's got it at the 3. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Go!
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. Set to go now on first and 10.
Let's go! Go!
Now Brown. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. A carry here for Brown. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
We're going to try to pick this up on third and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big play after being backed up. 32 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 41 yards. On first down, here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And a good return here. He is out of bounds, up past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And the Broncos will have great field position right around midfield.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week. Which... be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. To the left side, caught by Ridley. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Broncos. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! First and 10.
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Moss in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right back to Pearsall again. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Handoff here, up the middle, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run on 2nd down. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Down back at the 8-yard line.
Set.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He is in. Touchdown, New York.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. From the 6, here comes a return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Open man, left side. He's got it. Down the sideline. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Denver. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Campbell. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Ingram. He's inside the 25. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So a big one there to start the drive. A pickup of 44 yards.
Let's go. Go.
Now Ingram. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
Throwing now from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Ready, ready. Let's go now. Check go.
He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. Past the 40. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Denver. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's a run with Ingram. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready up.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Set.
He'll check this down to the running back. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Set up. Set up.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A loss on the play brings up 3rd down and goal.
good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
Let's go now.
On the ground, this is James Cook. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. His throw left side is complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Set. Ready.
They'll run here with Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Go.
A run now on 2nd down. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Broncos. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Broncos have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Campbell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one complete right side. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Well, it's pretty clear where the defense anticipated this ball going on 4th down. They did a great job against the tight ends and the wide receivers, but the guy they didn't account for was the running back, and the quarterback sensed it, got it out of his hand quick, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 23.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They send Ridley in motion.
18, right here. Let go.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
5 yards on the play.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They send Ridley in motion. Now a give up the middle. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Brown. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick with him again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. They send Ridley in motion. On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. He's going to have a Broncos first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my gym.